Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet. They could do that. I hate Zoom. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken for you.
This clip is everywhere, but nobody agrees on what it means. Imagine this, a private Zoom meeting, full staff present, cameras on, and then, just 8 minutes later, the internet is on fire. A short clip, now circulating across social media, is being described by online users as the most damning video yet. Comment sections are exploding, reactions are getting emotional, and speculation is spreading faster than facts. But the real question is this actually a bombshell or just another viral moment taken out of context? Today, we're breaking down the alleged leaked Erika Kirk Zoom call that everyone seems to be talking about. Not to accuse, not to confirm, but to analyze what's being claimed, why this clip is going viral, and what might be missing from the conversation. Because in the age of viral outrage, sometimes the loudest story isn't always the full story.
You guys, as much as it is for our family, you guys lost not only a boss, but someone that you looked up to, someone that you believed in his mission, that you also that you loved. You loved listening to his show. You loved hearing his wisdom on things. I'm sure some of you have also had very personal moments of where you sat down and had private conversations with him. I want you all to
understand why this alleged Zoom call is getting so much attention, we need a bit of background. Turning Point USA, often referred to as TPUSA, is a well-known political organization that focuses heavily on media, outreach, and internal coordination through digital platforms. Like many modern organizations, a large portion of its communication happens behind closed doors, often on Zoom.
Hold on to those. And I want you all to remember those so deeply. I want you to journal about them. I want you to be able to tell your kids about them. I want you to put those in your heart as why you're still here with the Turning Point USA family, because that's what we want. And like I said to our small group after whatever day that was that I did the thing on TV, my days are still going Good Friday. I told the team, I said, Turning Point USA.
Erika Kirk is a publicly known figure associated with TPUSA, and her role has been discussed online in various contexts. However, beyond what is publicly available, details are largely based on interpretation and online discussion, not confirmed statements. Internal Zoom meetings are especially sensitive because they're typically meant for candid conversations, strategy, and internal feedback. When even short clips from these meetings allegedly leak online, context can disappear quickly. In the digital age, private conversations don't stay private for long, and once something goes viral, the narrative often takes on a life of its own.
We'll continue like my husband always wanted, and it'll be bigger than ever. And we're going to honor him by doing that. We're going to stay humble. We're going to work hard because that's what he would want. And we're going to just need to grow. And we're going to keep our eyes fixed on heaven. And, you know, like even Stacey said, he's gonna find ways to speak to us. And he's going to speak to you in different ways. Every person's going to be different, but you'll get little moments where you're like, okay, Charlie, let's see. It might be here on campus. It might be in quiet moments of the night. But he's here, and he's more alive than ever. And he is, he's going to guide us.
So what exactly is being claimed online? According to social media posts and commentary channels, an 8-minute Zoom clip is currently circulating across multiple platforms. The clip is allegedly taken from a larger internal meeting and is being described as part of a full staff Zoom call. However, there's no verified source attached to the footage, and the full, unedited meeting has not been made public. Despite that, the clip has been widely shared without additional context, leading many viewers to form quick conclusions. On platforms like X, YouTube, and TikTok, users have labeled the video as damning, with reactions ranging from shock to outrage. Still, it's important to note that these labels are coming from online interpretation, not confirmed facts. As with many viral clips, the way it's framed may matter just as much as what's actually shown. So why are so many people online calling this clip damning?
To make sure that all of you have a job here. I don't want anyone to think their job's in jeopardy.
What stood out?
If you choose to leave, that's different. I never will, and I promise you, I will make sure that I never allow a point to where you have to leave because we cannot financially afford you. And that is a promise. I want our family to stay together.
A big part of it comes down to tone, at least the tone as it's being described and interpreted by viewers. According to online reactions, the energy of the call feels tense, serious, and emotionally charged. Even without full context, tone alone can shape perception, and for many viewers, that tone immediately raised red flags. Another factor is power dynamics. In any organization, especially doing internal staff meetings, there's an inherent imbalance between leadership and employees. When viewers believe they're watching a private conversation where authority is being exercised, even normal workplace language can be interpreted as harsh or alarming. Without knowing the broader context of the meeting, assumptions fill in the gaps. Then there's the issue of selective clipping. The clip being shared is only about 8 minutes long and is allegedly taken from a longer conversation. Shortened clips often remove build-up, clarification, or follow-up, leaving only the most intense or emotionally charged moments. This can dramatically shift how a situation appears to outsiders. Finally, social media acts as an amplifier. Emotional reactions, shock, anger, disappointment, spread faster than nuance. Algorithms reward outrage, not patience. As more creators react to the clip, each reaction adds another layer of interpretation, pushing the narrative further away from the original moment. That's why context matters so much. When clips are edited or shortened, perception changes instantly. What might be a complicated internal discussion can quickly become a viral controversy, shaped less by facts and more by how the internet feels about it in the moment. Once the clip began circulating, the internet reacted almost instantly. On platforms like Twitter/X, short clips, screenshots, and bold captions started spreading within hours. Many posts framed the video as a major revelation, while others questioned its authenticity or demanded more context. As usual, nuance struggled to survive in a fast-moving timeline. On YouTube, commentary channels quickly picked up the story. Reaction videos, breakdowns, and speculation-filled thumbnails began appearing, each offering a slightly different interpretation of the same 8 minutes. Some creators approached it cautiously, while others leaned heavily into dramatic framing, fueling curiosity and debate.
He wants you to, obviously, we will all mourn, but he will want you to build. And so that's what we'll do. We'll have the sword in one hand, and we'll have the hammer in the other person to build. Okay, I love you all. Deep breaths. Usha, I just want to share this with you all. I asked her when we were on the tarmac. I said, I don't know how to get through this. And she said, when you're on an airplane, and some of you have kids will really relate to this. Others that don't, you've been on a plane with kids, so you can also relate to this. But she said, when you're on an airplane and you're 15 minutes before landing and the kids are going crazy and you have 15 minutes left on the plane and they're throwing their toys and they're screaming and you're thinking to yourself, am I going to make it through these next 15 minutes? And then the plane lands. And Lucia said, you're going to make it through those next 15 minutes. And then that was 15 minutes up.
What stood out most was how quickly people began choosing sides. Without waiting for additional information, viewers aligned themselves based on personal beliefs, prior opinions, or emotional responses. For many, the clip wasn't just about what was said, it became a symbol of something larger they already felt strongly about. Then came the memes. Screenshots were edited, captions were exaggerated, and humor blended with outrage. Meme culture turned a serious situation into shareable content, helping it spread even further. At the same time, outrage farming played a role, with some accounts pushing the most extreme interpretations to drive engagement. The result is a familiar pattern. The internet doesn't wait for full context, it reacts first, decides quickly, and moves on, often leaving unanswered questions behind. Amid all the noise and reaction, it's just as important to look at what's missing from this story. First, there is no verified source attached to the circulating clip. Without knowing who released it or how it was obtained, it becomes difficult to judge its authenticity or intent. Second, the full, unedited Zoom call has not been made public. What viewers are seeing is only a short segment, and without the beginning or ending of the conversation, key context may be absent. There's also been no official confirmation or statement verifying the clip or explaining the situation in detail, leaving much of the discussion in the realm of speculation. In the absence of clear information, emotional reactions tend to fill the gaps. Viewers project assumptions, creators add interpretation, and narratives form quickly, often without enough evidence to support them. That's why perspective matters. Sometimes what's missing matters more than what's shown, and the loudest moments don't always tell the full story. As this story continues to circulate online, one thing becomes clear: the importance of skepticism has never been higher. In an era where clips can go viral in minutes, it's easy to mistake popularity for truth. But just because something is trending doesn't automatically make it factual or complete. Viral content thrives on speed, emotion, and reaction, while real understanding takes time. That's why it's crucial to separate commentary from confirmation. Analysis, reaction, and discussion can be valuable, but they're not substitutes for verified information or full context. When those lines blur, misinformation can spread just as fast as genuine concern. What this situation really highlights isn't just an alleged Zoom call, it's how quickly narratives form online. Opinions solidify before questions are asked, conclusions are drawn before details are known. The real story here might not be the call itself. It might be how fast the internet decides guilt, fills in blanks, and moves on, often without ever slowing down to ask what actually happened. What do you think? Is this just an overblown controversy, or is there a serious issue at play? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Let's keep it respectful and open-minded. And if you want more deep dives into viral moments and internet drama, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.